the final 4 of vaults now have statue form more or less castable. I'm still using the Ring of Wizardry, but I can get rid of that pretty soon. It's at 10% fail without the Ring of Wizardry, so that's probably going to be good enough. Picking off the last groups here on the actual Vault 5 floor, rather than taking them up to Vault 4. I don't like that Hellfire coming from this priest over here. Let's see if they come a little closer. There we go. Statue form down to 8 now, so that's pretty good failure rate. Probably don't need to go back to wearing wizardry. Enchant armor. Not the most useful since I'm not going to be wearing the model dragon armor when I'm in combat most of the time, but just in case I'm ever not in combat. You know, sometimes I'll just be sitting here and trying to tap something without going into statue form before I give up. I'm not going to bother to identify bucklers anymore. Positive energy. So we do not have resist poison when I'm not in statue form, so probably want to cast that. Obviously statue form is completely immune to poison, so it's stronger than you can get from just poison resistance. And also double resistance to negative is nice, especially when they keep trying to drain you. And there's my statue form regular book, not from a Rand art. Do I have any spells I want to get rid of? I mean, not really. They're all pretty standard, basic, useful spells. I don't know if I'll ever bother casting Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, but I do have the Earth Magic for it just by virtue of having trained for statue form. Pretty useful, right? Got your basic, your core resistances, magic resistance, and fire resistance are probably the 2 most useful in the game, but I already have them, so I probably don't really need that. I would love to have a nice ring of protection, but +1 is not terribly useful. There we go. Now they're just setting me up with everything. Controlled blink. As I said before, the scrolls of blinking are your best escape item in the game, and now you can get it in spell form. So I will turn on spellcasting again. It's about overdue for learning spellcasting. I think I'll drop the shield of light. I mean, I need that fire resistance, and the +1 shield enchantment is not a big deal. The -3 dexterity hurts a little bit more, but I have 23 dexterity after it anyway. Even if I took off the ring, the +dex ring, I would still have 19. So, +3 strength, -3 int, that's not really helpful. A little bit more damage, but it makes it harder to cast things. I'd rather just stick with the cloak magic resistance. Earth and Dark Rituals. 2 of my favorite spell schools. Not too many useful spells. Dispel Undead I could pick up. It can be handy, but it's not really necessary. I'm gonna drop the old scale mail too. And you could probably get rid of the manuals of armor. I'll drop the manuals here. I need one more level to learn Controlled Blink, since that got bumped up to level 8. It used to be level 7 until very recently. So Abjuration would be useful right now. Where are all those summoners? There he is, there he goes. No, I think I could probably not pick up any of these cloaks. Yeah, there's really not any cloaks that I want more than what I have. Alright, spellcasting. That should put, yep. I don't have, alright, they removed resist mutation. So I don't have resist mutation, I never will. I've got 1 resist fire, which is probably going to be enough, but let's go ahead and put on a second. We'll go into statue form. We'll even throw up regeneration because the orb of fire is not coming anywhere near me. Whatever, we'll go up to it. And there you go. Pounds the orb of fire into fine dust. Took a fair amount of hits. Not too many really standout hits right there. But at least a couple of them were for 3 exclamation points. Which I think means, what, it's over 34 damage, something like that. I don't really remember the damage scales offhand, but 3 exclamation points is a pretty good hit. And there's, 4 for that ice dragon. Eventually, once I have like everything drained and set up, you'll even see hits for 5. Especially helps if you're with Chi for the bonus strength, but even without it. Oh, almost 300 hit points on a Vine Stalker, that was cool. But yeah, it's blinking around, it's frustrating. Just constantly send me backwards. It's like, you don't want to be anywhere near here, we swear, go away. Golden Dragon Hide. The heaviest armor in the game. Usually not a good idea to combine that with statue form because you just get all of the penalties for trying to cast statue form and then you melt the armor once you're in it. That being said, I have done that before because I'm just that crazy. You can get away with a lot when you're with Chi and you have tons of experience in the late game. Spellcasting is up to 11, so that should be plenty of spell levels to learn Control Blink. Statue form's pretty castable now. Yeah, at 14 I can turn that off. We'll keep training spellcasting to get more mana. I don't know, I already have 48. It's pretty high. Maybe I'll just do fighting. Fighting and translocations for Control Blink. And also Phase Shift will finally get castable. I'm not sure if I want to make that swap for fire resistance when I've got a frost giant still here, but I could probably kill the frost giant first. And maybe then switch. I'm not going to bother switch, I'm just going to kill it. There's 4 exclamation points, that's a pretty good hit. Death Cop's going to make me starve here. Now let's kill the Death Cop. Hunger being relevant, look at that. Alright, let's continue killing off these dragons. They're berserked and I don't like that. Moth Wraths, and now the fire giants. Probably the biggest threat. Alright, we're now down to fainting. Gonna want to eat food. I almost didn't notice those 2 death cops are still there. I paid attention to the first death cops and I just kind of ignored the second and third death cops. So let's get those guys down. Yes, I think that change did go in time for 17 stable version, but basically death cops now drain your hunger very quickly. Let's eat a little bit so that I can cast regeneration, because I would really like to have more hit points than I have currently. Although it's not as critical as you might think, because I still have 40 mana, which count as hit points. So even though my health is terribly low, I don't think I'm about to fall over and die. Still, we definitely want to heal it as quickly as possible. That's not true. There's still Curse Toes. Can't forget Curse Toes. Those guys are definitely a joke. Not that they're weak, but they are a joke because it's a floating toe which spawns fungus. There is a monster nearby. I should probably go identify that Randart helmet. Figure out if antenna's actually hurting me or helping me. It's probably just been hurting me this whole time. That thing is the most amazing helmet that has ever spawned. But I'll never know because I didn't actually identify it. I picked up -2 strength somewhere. But still pretty good mutations. Command, we don't need that. We have what? 54 rations? Yeah, over 50 rations. There's annihilations in case we want to pick up any spell ever. Any, high-end kill everything spell. I might learn Crystal Spear. That's always fun to have. Even though it's really kind of just a win more kind of spell. Like, I don't need it. It wouldn't cover any weakness. It would just be like, look at me, I can chuck Crystal Spears. But I mean, that's always fun. Who doesn't want to throw Crystal Spears? Alright, so you can still enchant armor while it is melded on you. That's convenient. Don't have to wait for it to come off. Or back on, I guess that would be. Party tricks. I probably should be using summon butterflies, but I don't because I'm lazy. Blink's still at 100% fail. Normally that would have started to become, less than 100% fail when it was level 7, but it is no longer level 7, so that's not going to happen. These guys are hitting me pretty hard. The whole berserk thing is really kind of working out for you, isn't it? Not pick up any more mutations off that one. There's a lot of dragons. Let's go ahead and throw up regeneration. Because they're chipping away. This is probably one of those vaults that has, the dragon treasure hoard with all the gold. Yep. Because you usually don't see that large a swarm of dragons. Just normally appearing. There's a plain ring of protection from fire, which I have not found until right now, but I don't need. Because I have the Randart one. 2 Randart ones, actually. You are near starving. Thank you, desktop. Another one. Yeah, I guess I'll keep going. And it just removes the negative strength mutation. I suppose I'm kind of wanting to eat at some point, but I guess we'll just kill everything first. Don't like that ghost moth taking all my mana. There's the starving. Let's go ahead and eat a chunk of flesh while we're here. In combat, it takes 3 turns, but it's not like a dragon's gonna kill me. One measly little storm dragon. Seriously, come on. There's the Lantern of Shadows, which is a very useful item that I will not use. I feel like I've been saying that way too often during this. We're like, oh, here's all this great stuff I'm gonna ignore. Just gonna ignore it. Maybe one day I'll be good at the game. One day. Probably never. Three scrolls of identify. In a strange way is why is statue form back up to 3% fail? What happened here? I'm not drained. I guess it's because I was comparing. I was in 2% fail when I was already in statue form. If I cast statue form, then it's in 2% because it doesn't have my armor penalty. Okay, I thought it was in 2% when in modeled, but I guess it never was. Controlled blink down to 98%. Look at it go. gonna put a little exclusion there. That is the entrance to the orb chamber on this, the final floor of Zot 5. And so we want to clear out everything else before we would go in there. And sometimes I'll even just leave here and go and do 15 runes without doing the orb chamber until the end. That's not really critical, it's just a matter of preference, really. But especially now that they've removed the amulet of resist mutation, I'm not sure I want to go up against that many orbs of fire and get mutated. Kind of like my mutations as they are. They're not very good, but they're all positive. Alright, so probably go and do slime first. I only have one pick of resist cold, but that will be enough. Does mean I'm gonna have to take off my int and dex ring. But that's okay. At some point I should probably finish off unarmed. Get that up to 27. But I'm perfectly fine with learning control blink before then. Oh, poor Jelly died before he even got to me. I'm gonna do upheaval on Shining Eyes. I was expecting it to kill it in one, but at least two is fine. Yeah. Okay. So I was lazy in putting on resist corrosion, but we should really be doing that now. Oh. Really? Deterioration. And what else did it do? Hooves. That's interesting. What happened to that? Did that get removed? Okay, no, I guess I already had hooves and I lost them. Okay. I don't remember having hooves, but apparently, you know, I was a very hoovy vine stalker. So, you know, vines and hooves. Hoovy just sounds like a funny word. You know, it's not actually a word. It should be a word because it's just so fun to say. How you feeling tonight, baby? Hoovy. You? I'm pretty hoovy too. Oh, it's not a slime creature. And now I'm a little pissed off. There we go. Well, I guess we're gonna find out if that Grandart helmet is any good. Let's complain to everyone else. Yay, mutations! Just as I'm buffing up to go downstairs, they have to go and take away my armor. Come on. Don't be rude, man. Don't be rude. It would be kind of funny if I berserked against the Royal Jelly. That would be a very quick fight. I mean, really, the only good thing here is the +2 dexterity that I don't really need to keep. Dissolution. That's the possible unique to slime. That is not, the end boss, the royal jelly. Your hands burn. But I have resist corrosion, so we're okay. Yeah, so that was 5 hits, 2 of which were kind of weak, and 3 good hits. And dissolution goes down. Now let's take out his friends. Sorry, friends. Golden Eyes do not have enough spell power to get through my magic resistance to confuse me, so they're not a problem. That is a lot of slime creatures, stacked up in one here. Really should probably not be fighting this many things. How's my chance of casting Control Blanket? Terrible. So let's take the Never Fails scroll and go up the stairs. I appreciate if that Titanic slime will split. Thank you. Don't want that all in one place. Oh, there's the Shining Eye. Coming to annoy me and take 3 blasts before he dies. And we're no longer corroded. Okay. Fighting skill up to 21, I think we can keep it there for now. Control Blank is probably going to take all the way into like 20 translocations because it's now level 8. But that's okay. Royal Jelly is going to come out and greet me because Quaz makes a lot of noise, which is fine. We'll go heal up. Gonna toss in some food. We're getting too close to 60 rations anyway. Can't have that. Alright, 1 hit on the Royal Jelly plus a bite. 2 hits on the Royal Jelly. 3 hits on the Royal Jelly. And 4 dies. So as you can see, I hit for a ton of damage, and we can punch through the Royal Jelly pretty quickly. And then he summons this whole thing, and that's just right around him. I mean, I guess I could do Disaster Area, but most of that would probably miss. It would all just go down to the south. Really, the safe and easy thing to do is just go up the stairs as usual. We like going up the stairs, we like the stairs, we like the stairs. Just chant over and over again in your head, stairs, 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 stairs. Ooh, 55 damage coming up those stairs. I assume that was mostly ice damage, or did I splash acid? Yeah, okay, no, jelly freezes you. 2 exclamation points on that hit, even with cold resistance. It's nice to have 2 pips for these guys, but just about everywhere you can get away with 1. There are several areas where it's nice to have 2. Azure jellies are one of those nice to have 2 pips of cold resistance. Or resist fire, you'd like to have 2 resist fire. And then most of the rest of it is all just Hell and Pan Lords. You want to resist their element very strongly as well. I could probably start casting Phase Shift regularly. There, 32 EV. So now we're up over 30 for both AC and Evasion. Still a ton of death oozes here. I'll wait for the corrosion to wear off at least. Okay. Can we get the guy close enough? Yeah, we'll just punch him. This guy's got line of sight on us, so we'll just take him out from a distance. Could probably just throw the javelin for almost as much damage if I trained like other 5 levels of throwing. Nothing terribly good in there. We've got more rings of resist cold and negative energy. Another cure mutation. Mostly a wash. And it looks like nothing terribly great in here either. Oh well. I kind of already have everything I need anyway. I'm not too worried about running out of mana. I would use the crystal ball. You can always just bite things to get mana. Don't go this far. We wanna look at the top still. I know I said there wasn't anything great in there, but there's still things. Nothing I need. Alright, so I think it's time I go and buy the Book of Summonings. I'm sort of near that since I'm back in the lair. I can go to work on my way back down. Yeah, let's go the way we came. There we go. I never put that on my shopping list. Interesting. You missed the butterfly. Butterfly's in my way. Alright, Book of Summonings, here we go. I have a lot of gold. Wow, 8,000. Can't actually memorize it yet, but I will soon. Controlled points at 38% fail, that's not bad. You could practically wizardry that. Let's see. Yeah, 16%. That's castable. Go for it, why not? What's the worst that can happen? You know, you go to the Abyss. Probably gonna go to the Abyss anyway. Oops. The ring I actually wanted was V. And we'll go to the vaults. Qualifier cure mutation. Armor still fits poorly on me. I mean, that's not going to matter at all once I'm in stature form. I could keep it. Let's take a look at this helmet. That's pretty good. It's got contamination, but it has all of my resist fire and mana on it. I could go for that, honestly. If I put that on, I could go back to my old shield and get +3 dexterity as well. Kind of like that. Alright. Yes. So contamination should only happen if I take it off. I'm pretty sure that one doesn't trigger on getting hit. Yes, it's just when it's unequipped. And I'm actually pretty darn close to where I dropped that shield, so that's nice and easy to walk to. We can go back to the shield of light. Now that does mean I can't see invisible anymore, but if I need to swap it in, I have the ring with see invis. So that shouldn't be too bad. Alright, I think that means we're pretty much ready. Probably go to Pandemonium. The only thing in there that I need to worry about really would be some mutations. Longbow Bomb might be a little bit annoying with blinking around, but pretty soon I'll be able to blink. Yeah, let's go. I said we would do... There's one down in Orc. Let's ignore that. We'll go to the one in Depths. I said we would do Extended if we found the spells I wanted, and we did find the spells I wanted, so... Gotta be a man of your word, right? Yes. Take us to Pandemonium. Oh, that's nice. The guy who always hops away from you and it's really annoying just happened to die to a cloud. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Cloud. Red Devils are probably my least favorite monster in the whole game. Just because they constantly walk away from you and laugh in your face, and it's just really annoying. Hellions here are one of your prime sources of Hellfire, which we don't like, and we get rid of as quickly as possible. But one thing about Extended, if you're unfamiliar with it, is that there's so much torment you will not be able to just stay at full life. You know, you're always going to be somewhat hurt going around, so the rate at which you can regenerate becomes very important. And between my spell, amulet, and being a Vine Stalker, regeneration is basically through the roof. You know, my regeneration is insane. How did I swap places with this guy? Okay, he blinked and I walked down. We'll throw a javelin at him. Let's throw up regeneration because he's just gonna sit there and torment me. Thank you very much. Alright, so if that Panlord spawned, he probably came from here. Is that double or triple? Just double. And both bursts of them only hit me for a total of 15. That's not very much damage. Yeah, so check where you think the Panlords would spawn. They usually have portals to other floors. There could be a room, but probably not. Alright, this is Holy Pan, which has all of the angelic monsters in it. And I believe it always contains the demonic rune, so it's worth running around. Also, a lot of loot and cure mutations and that kind of stuff. How did I get so hungry? Am I just not paying attention, or it's probably just not paying attention and casting statue form. I still don't have statue form hungerless. Usually I do, because usually I have 35 intelligence, being with cheaper dose. But Quest does not give me that much intelligence, so still have to pay food costs, which is fine. As noted, I have about 60 rations. Now we're fainting, so let's go ahead and eat something. There's the Seraph. So we'll throw up Regen in stone form. I did learn, but I didn't actually. They're protected against abjuration anyway. You can't abjure these guys. I didn't actually memorize right. I didn't have the spell levels. I do now, but 98%. Almost instant Holy Pan. So this guy is very dangerous. You can't get rid of his allies with abjuration, but he absorbs the damage dealt to his allies. So hitting him with AoE is basically like hitting him 3 times. So basically I just did like 4 or 5 upheavals. The guy pretty much died. I would just like if he would get into miscast statue form. They're just really trying to screw me over. Yeah, I just want him to get into melee range so I can actually punch him and we can end it. And there it goes. Okay. Glowing Pearl Dragon Armor. I like that. Oh, and a Ring of Protection. So anyway, I could probably drop the Ring of Positive Energy. I don't think I'm ever going to actually use Wizardry. In a level or 2, I'll be able to just cast Control Blink. I can drop a Crazy Spark. I don't need that. I don't think I've actually yet learned Abjuration. Let me do that now. interrupting. Stop interrupting me. There we go. Okay, so now we can drop the book. And now we can pick up our river protection. Let's just put it on. +3. It's not bad, but it's also not great. I could wear it, but right now I need the protection from cold. I could probably give up the int and dexterity, but together I would say that the int and dexterity combined are probably worth a little bit more than the armor. You can maybe pick up a really good shield in here. There's usually a lot of large shields, and quite a few of them are either egoed or randarts. But I already have a pretty good shield, so not as high of a priority as usual. But yeah, these divas always come with pretty impressive shields. There's a glowing one. I think I probably would need a Randart to get better than what I have. Because I'm not really interested in like the standard fire resistance sort of thing. Cold resistance would be useful, but I'd still probably rather keep the mana. I don't know. I could probably change shields for a cold resistance large shield. It's got a little bit crazy there about the triple fire resistance helmets. They're very powerful, but you don't want one that's -7. I miss my flight spell. There used to be a spell to let you just fly over water, and they went and removed it. Made me sad. People complain about mountain tours as if they mattered. I just want to fly. Like, seriously. Alright, here's enough divas to definitely drop good shields. And also to smite me constantly. My god. That's scary. Yeah, this is getting kind of scary. I don't quite want to use controlled blanket. 17% fail right now. 10 potions, brilliant. But yeah, we'll just step on out. Come on up here. Cast regeneration again. We'll even throw on phase shift. That's how powerful I want to be. You know, just waiting like the 10-20 turns that takes for them to, get out and around, and with my regeneration on, it heals, 30-40 hit points, so that's basically your version of taking heal wounds as a Vine Stalker. probably heal it before I go all the way in here, but there's also probably nobody left. Were there no potions in there? Usually there's some potions. I'm kind of disappointed. Alright, so there's a Pearl Dragon, which is the only place that I know of where you get a guaranteed Pearl Dragon spawn if you wanted to make Pearl Dragon armor, but I already got that off of the Seraph. So, kind of ruins the whole point of that guy. But he does still stand there with his possibility to drop a hide. Here we go. Magic resistance and slay +3. That's a tough call. Not sure which shield I like better. Obviously I would need to train shields up to 25 in order to use that. That was a real question. He doesn't think I'm being serious. I think they're both good shields. So I'd like to blink down there, but they're kind of hogging all of the ground. I'm gonna quaff Brilliance so that I can cast my control blink. And then we can go over here. You know what, let's kill this one here first. Sorry, ponies. Another Pearl Dragon. No hide. This has all of the healing items, which I don't need any of. Yes, as Voter Fraud points out, prepare to be trolled by Acquirement. Acquirement is not very reliable and will oftentimes give you something not terribly useful, like a +2 Ring of Dexterity. But, you know, that's the rules. Them's the breaks. I'm going to just use Wizardry to get across since there's no one here. Still red failure, even with Wizardry. There should be something else over there. I feel like that's an oversight since they shortened the line of sight. You used to be able to just blink on across, but oh well. We want to go. That's just gold usually, and there's, I don't even know if there's anything over there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Watch me get mutated. No. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't do the middle area. That would be bad. We want to kill it. We want the middle area. The middle area has the loot and the room. So yeah, we definitely want to go in there. I can't believe I forgot that. Got ahead of myself when I killed the Seraph, who usually is in the middle, but you know, he came out because of the noise. And then I forgot to go in. Good thing we looked at the map. Book of Dreams, which normally is where I find phase shift, but I already have that. And I'm not going to bother with anything else. Warped Bardish. Let's taunt ourselves. Let's see. It's not bad. It's not one of the best. I mean, just being at +7 Bardish alone makes it a good weapon. Alright, so now let's see if we can find the rest of the unique pan levels as quickly as possible. Probably going to want to get out of line of sight for that Ice Fiend. Make him come to me as much as possible. And this controlled blink is really taking a long time. Guess that's what you... Oh, got teleportation. I have 6 cure mutation scrolls. Yeah, let's go ahead and cure that. You kill Sept. Poor Sept. He just wanted to protect his rune. Man. So I've got a frail and magical capacity reduced. But I did get clarity. And bone plates. Let's take Brand Weapon off of the list of things I care about. Did I also drop Fog? No, I still... Okay, I did drop Fog and then I picked up another Fog afterwards. But I don't really care about Fog. Yeah, I mean, nothing is really going to confuse me here anyway. And I got to keep the bone plates. There we go. That's not going to make any difference, really, unless I am not in statue form. Well, I mean, statue form's already only like 4 or 5 more AC than regular form. So yeah, now if I cast this, I go up 3 AC. Not a huge difference, really. Now we got an invisible thing here. Let's take it into a hallway so we know where it is. Let's eat our beef jerky. And killing random pen lords with tab because they're weak. I could not have said it better myself, voter fraud. They really need to speed up how quickly you can get unique panel levels. Especially if you already have the demonic rune. Like, the demonic rune should speed up unique pan level generation. Do these guys still mutate? Yeah, they do. Armor fits poorly, but I got magic resistance, so that's actually coming out ahead. You know what, let's go with upheaval. Almost no damage. There we go. Tormented. Let's just back away from there. Well, I think it's one of those levels where they put all of the portals to the next level inside of that vault. Or at least 2 of them, I think. There might be one other one somewhere else. Now we're hungry, now we're sapped. Just let me eat and tab, come on. So sap makes it so that you don't want to cast magic, otherwise you get various penalties. I think it's mostly just minus wizardry now. So like you still can get away with casting 1 or 2 spells before you lose the ability to cast any difficult spell. But in any case, I didn't need to cast anything. Let's go ahead and magic map it. Alright, yeah, so there's one portal there. But that's it. So, I believe there's a loot in there, and there's usually the demonic rune if you don't have it, but I already have it. And there's oftentimes like an exit from Pandemonium or something like that, but I don't need either of those things. So we're just going to ignore that whole area. Die. Red devils. Bane of my existence. So we're just gonna skip levels as quickly as possible to try and find the Pan Lords. And not the random ones, the real ones. Banana. There we go. That looks like it's got a portal to the next level. And it does. Alright, so who racked me with pain? The Panlord has torment, okay. I might want to teleport out of here, but let's give it a shot. I think we can get away with it. Oops, took a step by accident. And took another step by accident. You would think I like don't know how to play Chi or something. I'm just walking all over the place. So yeah, he's wondering about paralyzed. I can't be paralyzed through the magic resistance I have. Now, there is a small chance of chaos damage doing paralyze. But that's just such a low chance that I don't really worry about it that much. I mean, I suppose I could, but it would basically just mean running away from all the Panlords, which is not something I'm going to do. Okay, so we've got Torment and we've got Malmutate. So I'm going to just let that 6 Furhy sit there until the Malmutator gets out of my way. And hopefully, yeah, we didn't pick up any mutations. Yay, no mutations. Alright, so who tormented me? That time it was a Tormentor. We've got a bunch of summons here. I should really pick up. Kind of silly to abbreviate Abjure without the E on the end. I'm only saving one letter there, but you know, that's just me. I'm gonna go ahead and be a crazy risk taker and cast a 6% fail blink so that I can get next to this Panlord and get rid of his summons. Oof. Taking a lot of torments here. I might just run away. Yeah, I mean I'm not gaining anything by fighting these guys. Still 6% fail. Let's live dangerously. Away we go. And we'll eat something. Ooh, pizza. Everybody loves pizza, right? Ice Fiend. I'm going to take spellcasting off for now. I think 63 mana is going to be enough. Still have pretty high hunger on statue form. Which, you know, is a surprise to me because as far as I'm concerned, you know, you get like 12 spellcasting. There's no hunger on that anymore because you're with Chi. But, you know, let's see how the other half lives. People who have not yet been enlightened. Another glowing large shield. So the large shield that I have, which I am carrying with me, is magic resistance and slaying. I wonder if I would use cold over that. I might use cold resistance over that. It would take a lot of enchant armors, though. Large shield of protection. That could be worth it. You know, you get like 8 enchant armors on that. Throw up regeneration. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound to cure, right? Especially since you can't cure as a Mindstalker. Their whole motto is just cure it ahead of time. Demon Blade of Freezing. Kind of feel like picking them all up and trying to find one that's +8. But I think that that's almost impossible. One of these days. Zop trap. We don't like that. That's mean. Don't do that. Oops. Did not mean to take that step. Hey, it blinked us. Oh, we're in the disco vault. Oh, weirdly glowing ball. So we're slowed, and we're pretty hurt. I'm probably going to want to teleport again. Okay, so that wall just opened up. I could go back out. There's probably something on down there, but it would at least give me a sort of choke point. I'm going to just go ahead and plain old teleport. Didn't get terribly far. Let's try walking out this way. There should be no exit. Oh, didn't quite kill it. Oh well, we're in a pretty safe spot now. And the Panlord came with us. And we'll just kill anything that finds its way towards us, as is the usual. I got berserked, so let's see. What caused that? I am afflicted with that mutation. I did in fact break 300 hit points this time because I have higher fighting skill now. But I still don't like that idea. Alright, we're down to 2% fail on controlled blink. I think that's good enough for now. I'm gonna get a duration online. I don't like summoners, and there's a lot of them in here. And I got to keep Berserk. That's the one that I really didn't want. Oh well. That puts me down to 3 cure mutations, so I'm gonna just sit on that for a little while. Don't mutate me. I already have a Randart with that on it. And that's pretty much all in this vault. I can check on the sides, but I don't think there's anything up here. Yeah. Can we get a Panlord instead? Come on. I know you can do it. Nope. Still not. Oh, 5 is actually probably already enough. Almost 17%. Okay, don't need that. I've already got 2 potential large shields that I could use. We're not gonna carry a 3rd. Man, you're just not giving me any unique force, except for, Holy Pen, which you don't need. Stop it, Red Devil. Nine skulls of recharging. Was there no portal up there? Thought there would be. At least not. Well, it's off to the side. Hey, there we go. We finally got one. So this is a unique 4. What's duck behind? Actually, can he hit me? I don't think he can. Yeah, there's no. I just duck all the way behind these things and just hide here until the mutators go away. This is the mutation 4, so if something is going to mutate you, it's this 4. Looks like our rune vault here is in the middle. Nothing terribly interesting going on around the sides. I don't think I've seen a circular one in the center before. Alright, so there goes Blurry Vision and minus intelligence. And here comes Moleleg to come on out and say hello. So we'll just go ahead and focus right on him, and then he disappears and makes it look like I killed him in 1 hit. But he actually just blinked. trying to play with my emotions. You one-shot the panel lord. No, you didn't. So here would be the time where you want to cast Aura of Abjuration. There we go. That's what we learned that for. And 10 is way too much. Let's go back into combat. Yeah, I'm now officially the portalist because translocation is my highest skill. Oh, nice 4 exclamation point hit. That one I think was a miss. Can't find it in all this spam. Yeah, completely missed. Not even close. And there's a very weak hit. But as long as he doesn't have any giant eyes around here, I should be just fine. Let's get all the mutations. I mean, at this point, I don't think we could really get much more than I already have. Watch them prove me wrong. Don't I have apportation yet? Do I could just pull that? Walking is so old-fashioned. Let's see where else has a loot in here. Probably just the 4 corners. Phantom Mirror, I think I've got 4 of those now. Book of the Sky. And a Morning Star that I will never use. Wow. Lost all of my intelligence. Brainless at this point. And I dropped that ring of sustainabilities. That's interesting. We're gonna put on an intelligence ring. I did not notice I was losing that much intelligence. Gotta pay attention. Scroll is taking a little longer to read. Alright, well, now we're brainless, so... Interesting, with 3 int I can still cast statue form pretty reliably. I could exit pan. And grind that off. But I'll probably just grind it off in pan itself. I mean, what better way to get them to give me unique levels quickly than to not be ready for them? Because I believe in bad luck. Miscast statue from me. I did have an 8% fail chance. That's fair. That's fair. Can still cast Aura of Abjuration of 4% fail. And there are way too many monsters here. So I'm assuming I don't want to cast. Control Blink's only 10%. But yeah, really, I just want to get rid of the 1 or 2 summoners. I really need a bite to trigger and get the mana back. Okay, there's some mana. I'm surprised I have not been able to dispel those summons any faster than they actually did go away. I think they only went away because they killed the guy who summoned it. So yeah, took 17 damage just walking to that guy. So that was bad, but we're okay. Although I still don't like being brainless. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna blink. Blurry vision. Blurry vision, yeah. That's a bitch. Alright, I have regeneration active. I think I probably just want to punch. But yeah, blurry vision is really annoying. I don't really think hasting is worth it too much. I could read silence. I don't know if that would extend all the way over to the Blood Saint, is that? Yeah, Blood Saint. Oh, Holy Word would kill the guy next to me. Alright, let's go for a punch. Got a little bit of mana back, I think. That looks like. Yeah. So probably regeneration. I could try and control the blink. You know what? Why don't I do Brilliance? And then control the blink. And then I can throw up a regeneration. And we can start healing. Yeah, we can just sit here and close the door on them. No, this door is closed. We are closed. Not open for business. So yeah, I think that was the first like legit. Like I've had a couple of like fights that went bad, and I took a little bit too much damage, and it was kind of scary. But that was the first like really like you could die here moment since the early game that I remember. Definitely did not go well. And I think having 2 intelligence and blurry vision is kind of something you want to avoid. In general, just a tip out there. Okay, so I still have -2 int, but I can handle that once I restore my drained int at least. I'm gonna go around and fight on this floor just to get some int back before I move on. Alright, 6 int. We can do this. We are smart. Maybe I started the game with more than 6 int. I mean, I don't have any protection from cold on right now while I'm still trying to wear plus intelligence rings. Stop tormenting me. That's enough torment. He did it like 5 times. We're up to 8. I could almost see myself taking off my +5 int, right? Could go down to 3. Do have Aura of Abjuration, even if its spell power is terrible because of the whole 8 intelligence thing. Hopefully it'll kick in on some of these summons. Hey, 9 intelligence. Getting there now. Ooh, 9 intelligence put statue form down to 4% fail. But I still miscast it. Let's explore a little more. We'll go up to like 11 int. Oh, don't feed on my intelligence. I don't have any of that left. Torment and Orb of Destruction. That's some pretty buff panel right there. Oh, we're back up to 13 ints now. Look at me go. Why, that's almost normal. Deep rumbling. Not sure what monster makes deep rumble. Actually, let's just punch the guy. That should get rid of the summons. My Aura of Abjuration has not been working terribly well lately. Man, what is hitting me so hard? That Reaper? Yeah, that Reaper hit for 30 damage. That was the wrong spell, but we're okay. I wanted to cast Regeneration. I am taking a lot of torments here. Now we've got Regeneration going. And more torments. Let's go ahead and blast that Tormentor. Okay, that got him. Recast Regeneration. Should probably be learning Regeneration a little bit better, raising the spell power on that. Put that on that to-do list. Alright, that's enough unarmed for now. We'll do Regeneration and dodging at the same time. What the heck? Can't carry my pizza. We'll just eat it. There we go. We'll be able to get into that trove that it's going to be way too late for me to actually care about. So, nothing special here. We've lost 10% health at some point. When was that? Was that just now or is that before? Probably before. Let's go ahead and put protection from cold back on. We almost have our intelligence back. I thought I had more than 18 normally, but I guess I only have, oh, it's because I've got, yeah, I've got the -2. So 20 would be the normal amount. So regeneration's up to 5 hashes of spell power. I usually like to have it around 6 or 7 if I'm a good caster. That is a lot of monsters. Alright. Well, let's go for it. Blow everything up. I'm gonna go one more time just because. I want everything really dead. It's not like I'm short on piety. And, you know, that got me, like a level of charms and necromancy each. Goodbye, Brimstone Fiend. Potion cancellation is still an auto pickup. I believe I had turned that off. But apparently I did not. I just dropped them. Taking 36 damage before going to the next 4. Bad Hellion. Magic feels tainted and I have lost dexterity. Dexterity I'm not too worried about. It's the -2 inch that bothers me. This wasn't a unique level, was it? Because it's looking a lot like it, but I don't think it is. No. No, that's a much smaller area than I thought it would be. Okay. Kind of surprised that for all this time and extended, I still only have 2 potions of resistance, but hey, they're not very common. Someone left the corpse. There it is. And now also occasionally shouting. That shouldn't matter too much because I'm already super loud. Alright, we got Lam. Lam Laban. And he's the one that I was thinking of actually using the resistance potion for, because I don't have very much in the way of cold resistance. So that would be handy. Okay, so he's going to be over here to my right. How's my old Wanda Hasting doing? He's got 7 charges. We don't need to recharge that anymore. I could break into this. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. How much strength do I have? I'll use rapid deconstruction. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty easy to break green tile anyway. Yep. Now we can see through. Little like Titans can swim. Yeah, they're large. Controlled blink is at 3% fail with only 18 int. So that's something to be careful of. $41 damage from a crystal spear. Bad model dragon. Sharpness and necromancy are at 10. I think that's plenty. Yeah, I guess our generation's up to 6 pips. We'll go back into dodging and fighting. You know what? I'm gonna work on translocations. I don't want 3% fail in miscasts. Alright, so there's Alam, and there is my his glacial whatever. Glaciate. Let's see if we can get close to him. I'm gonna go ahead and blink in there. Alright, we punched him, but we did not bite him. Still no bite. Come on, get a bite on him. I'm not sure if you even can anti-magic panel lords. I think you can. Have not yet succeeded in biting him. Yeah, not going well here. But that's why we have controlled blink. I did forget to use the resistance potion. Do we want to quaff magic? I actually don't. Oh, okay, no, I almost missed it for a second. I'm like, I don't have any potions of magic. I've got to have potions of magic. I don't want to fight him at this health. I'll wait. What? I did not teleport on that turn. That is bull. Alright, well, didn't kill me. Again, you know, if I was worshipping Chi, it would be a lot easier to teleport rapidly. I might just go in there ninja the rune. It should be down there on the bottom of that square. I'll probably just blow up the wall and port it. But assuming that I can get a bite on him, he should fold over pretty quick. The problem is that I don't have the cold resistance that I would like to have. Well, that's an improvement from the +0 one. So I could give up the int and dex and get better cold resistance. That's gonna make control blink risky to cast. if I buff up a little bit more, we should be okay. Quaff resistance. Now flying above some deep water. And let's quaff might. And we still can't bite him. Is he just like immune to biting or something? What's going on? Yeah, still missing every single bite. Huh. No, oh, okay. Yeah, it's in that little back room. I didn't see that little back room has the rune. I should probably just go in that back room and build out a space for him to blink me all around. And then he anti-magics me. I'm hitting him for 4 stars, but I can't get a single bite. Well, that was another four exclamation marks. And down he goes. Did not get a single bite on him the entire fight. Let's go back to our good old stat ring. You know, if I don't really need the resist negative, I could use the +5, and I'll stick with the +3 into 1. Dex is better than strength. Alright. We want to go out of here. But it's going to be like, I don't know how to get there. No, you know. It'll always support me through all the areas that I skipped. You're like, haha, you really did want to come back here. Well, at least skip that little wing. Unlock food. Alright, I think I'm going to take a momentary break here. Get some drinks, come back. I'll be back in a little while.